going to share with you today how we put together our grill here, or this oven is a better word, I guess, for cooking a whole hog in your backyard. It's a simple construction, takes a little forethought and engineering to put it together, but we've basically got a box here. I'm going to disassemble this thing to show you the component parts. What we have here is a thermoply. Find it at Home Depot, Lowe's. It's an older construction material. It's got a foil facing on one side. It's basically a cardboard material with a little bit of wax on this side, but all your foil wants to be to the inside to reflect the heat, keep the heat in this oven. We'll be cooking this hog, 100-pound hog tomorrow. You'll see in the following videos at about 225 to 250 degrees for about 8 to 10 hours. So the main thing is to keep this thing bundled up, keep the heat inside. We're going to pull this apart to show you how we constructed this. The sides come off. The top here is fashioned with a break in it, just so we can get this off and on here. We'll be loading more charcoal in, as you'll see tomorrow. Load the charcoal from the ends here as needed. Pull this off there. Now the fire, you see, is going to be, of course, on the ground, and we're up at about 32 inches above the ground. That's a good working height, and we want to keep the heat away and the open flame away from the meat. Now, you can see that the basic construction of this is nothing more than 2x4s and some fencing. It's pretty sturdy. This is the second year we've used this, taken care of. It'll last a couple years. The width on this is 44 inches. That's so a 48 piece of thermoply will fit over here. As you saw, the top will fit right on there without having to trim it up. Now our width here on the basket, the full length is 40 inches. Hold on, what? It was 45, okay.
5 foot long.
5 foot long on this basket. And you'll see here, let's put this up here, Terry. This basket is fashioned out of just nothing more than a 1x here with holes drilled in it. 3/4 inch rebar that's about 6 feet long. These get hot, by the way. You'll need some gloves or some hot pads here. The basket that we formed, this basket here, is just nothing more than galvanized fencing. Now we fasten the one end of the basket over here permanently. It will go under here, around that one, and fasten again on the back to form basically this basket, so the hog will fit really inside. Let's turn this over there. As you can see, that with 2 people we'll be able to turn this hog from one side to the other. So, and you want a good solid structure here to carry the weight not only of the basket, but in this case this hog will weigh right at 100 pounds, dressed and ready for the fire. The intent of this oven basically is to keep the heat inside and keep any breeze or coolness to keep from blowing this heat away. If we weren't enclosed here, this hog would take 2 to 3 times longer to cook. So this really helps. It's a fairly simple concept. If you're intimidated by a whole hog, on the other following videos you'll see us build this fire and prepare the hog for cooking. One point of interest here, our fire will stay in these corners, the hams being the thickest part of the meat, and the shoulders, which are on the front. The hams are on the rear, of course. Some people don't realize that, but we want to keep the heat under the thickest part of the meat. And any drippings, this is very important, any drippings want to fall on the ground so we don't end up with a fire and a lot of open flame. You'll cause soot, and you'll raise the temperature of the oven above 250. We want to try to maintain 250 at all costs. Keep everything, the width here, let's see, the width here is 32 inches. Good morning, Seamus back again with an update. We've got the hog here, getting prepped for the cook today, 5:30 in the morning. We've got, fortunately here in Central Florida, we have Publix that will order these hogs. They come in frozen. They get in a week or so ahead, and then you'll have them transferred from the freezer to the cooler so it thaws. When you pick it up, ready to go. Here you're seeing the prepared hog from the rear end here. There's the hams. Here again, that's the thickest part. We'll have our temperature probes here. We also have an electronic temperature probe, but we'll monitor the internal temperature of this of the meat, as well as the internal temperature of the oven itself. So over here we'll have an apple go in his mouth. There's the front end. Here again, if you're intimidated by a whole hog, you can use you can do Boston butts, fresh Boston butts, and or hams along with ribs or chicken or anything else on this same basket grill that you saw preparing yesterday. So we will open this hog up here. We will use some injecting flavors here, your favorite rub, whatever you prefer. There's a lot of good products out there, and we'll rub this hog down when we put it in the basket, as you saw earlier in the previous video. It'll take a little effort here to spread this cavity open, and with a cleaver we are going to cut just one side of the spine to break the ribs so that we can butterfly this hog and get him open and put him in the basket butterfly style. And for right now, we'll continue on and we'll show you more in a bit. Be sure to review the previous video for the preparation of the oven itself if you haven't seen that. So bye for now. Good morning some more. We got Doug here putting some rub on. You see that we've split this the hog down the center, just breaking the ribs. But Doug, point right to where we've split you got to break those ribs there just lightly without breaking the skin. Otherwise, a lot of the juices and fats will run down from the outside. There's the cleaver, good sharp cleaver, and a hammer helps, but be careful, just gently. This hog is still chilled. So we have, you got to really pry. It takes a couple people here to really work on this thing to open it up. Let me get out of the light. We've got the apple in his mouth and just about ready to go. We've injected with the injector and their favorite Cajun flavoring and your favorite rub. We're back in a minute. Just an update here. You'll see we've got the fire prepped. We've got the fire in each corner, leaving the ground exposed there where hopefully the fats and the oils will drip down, the fluids down, and we won't start having the open flame. So we'll button this thing up here shortly, putting the ends on, you see, with the foil to the inside. So we got a good reflecting surface there. And the hog is over this way. We've got him in the basket. I'll show you that here shortly. And here you see the hog all seasoned, ready to go in the basket, sealed up. We'll put him on the grill here shortly, ready to go. Okay, we're going to flip this hog right here. We're taking the top off, and the hog has been on how long? About 6 hours?
6 hours. 7.
Yeah. And all right, let's see what we got there. Now we've done the we've got it skin side down, Skin side down. Now these rods are hot, so you've got to kind of be careful. What's our internal temperature there?
142.
142. We're shooting for 165 eventually.
Jerry,
So
what's the name of the guy?
hold on. We're going to flip this thing right now with some help. Yep. Okay. And we're going to put him skin side up. And it takes, as you see, it's going to take probably 4 people to flip this thing over.
Right there. You see that board face up? Yeah. It's got to come up and clear. That's sometimes they will turn. Okay.
So which way are we going to flip? We're going to go this way?
We're going to go this way.
Okay.
Yeah. This is supposed to be a 2-man job, but it's turning. Here we go. There you go.
The pig is flipped.
The pig is flipped. You have to flip your pig.
Hang on, we need a little more room here.
Yep, there you go.
All right.
And then that top will go on, and we'll cover it up, ready to go for the next 2 or 3 hours. Okay, looking good, guys. Hey, Doug, Terry, thanks. Great job, guys. Okay.
Now, hey, when you grab it, he's gonna come up here, I grab his, he grabs mine, and we go right back over.
Man, look at this crowd. I tell you what, everybody wave to the camera.
Yeah.
All right.
This way?
Yep, yep.
Good turn.
Get him turned.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the board has to sit right on top of that other board.
Hello
Is
there.
that a girl or a boy?
Hey, honey,
Don't know.
We'll never know.
Cut it off.
it's tight.
Hold on.
He doesn't have one of them in his mouth, does he?
Rub. All right, this tucks.
Oh, wait,
this
we're
tucks
gonna get another
underneath that
picture.
board.
You gotta get a picture.
Gotta get another
Ooh,
picture.
smell that.
Yeah. I've never seen a little smoker like this before. This is new.
Are y'all in good?
It's in.
Yes.